Want to start playing real songs? It all starts with learning just a handful of basic chords. Today I'll show you the essential beginner chords step by step, and by the end you'll be switching between them like a pro. Welcome back to Guitar with me, where beginners learn guitar the easy way. In the last lesson you learned your first chords and strumming patterns. Now you're going to build your chord library. These shapes are the foundation for thousands of songs. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next step in your guitar journey. So far we've played E minor and G. These are super beginner friendly, and if you can play them, you are ready for more. First new chord is A minor. Place your fingers like this. You want to put your middle finger on the second fret of the D string, your ring finger on the second fret of the G, and your index finger on the first fret of the B. Strum from the A string down. I will now switch between the E minor and the A minor. See how close the shapes are? That makes it easier to switch. Next is C major. This one is used in tons of songs. Place your fingers like this. You want your first finger on the first fret of the B, you want your middle finger on the second fret of the D, and you want your ring finger on the third fret of the A. You want to strum down from the A string. Don't worry if it sounds a little messy at first, that's normal. Now practice switching from A minor to C, back to A minor. Now let's add G major. This is one of the most popular chords in music. It sounds full and bright. Put your fingers like this. Place your middle finger on the second fret of the A string. Place your ring finger on the third fret of the E, and place your little finger on the third fret of the high E. Play down slowly from the E, playing all 6 strings. Practice switching from the C major to the G. Now let's learn D major. It's a smaller shape, but it sounds really nice. Place your fingers like this and strum only from the D string. You want your middle finger on the second fret of the high E. You want your index finger on the second fret of the G. And you want your ring finger on the third fret of the B. Practice strumming from G major to D major, back to G. The last 2 chords we'll cover today are A major and E major. These are simple shapes, and once you've got them, you'll officially know all the core beginner chords. A major. Place your fingers like this. You want your ring finger on the second fret of the B, your middle finger on the second fret of the G, and your index finger on the second fret of the D, and then play down from the A string. Place your middle finger on the second fret of the A string. Place your ring finger on the second fret of the D, and place your first finger on the first fret of the G, and then play down from the open E. Now let's put together E major, A major and D major. Now let's try a simple chord progression that uses 3 or 4 of these chords. Play along with me. We will do G major to C major to D major and back to G. Strum each chord 4 times before switching. Ready? Let's go slow together. Here's a simple practice routine for the week. Pick 2 chords and switch back and forth for 5 minutes with the downward strumming. End by trying a short progression like G, C, D and back to G. Even 10 minutes a day will get your fingers stronger and smoother. If this lesson helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Next time it's all about guitar picks, so please keep at it and I'll see you next lesson.